What's up, e-commerce sellers? Jeremy Allen, CPA with Ecom CPA. Today I'm stoked to bring you a video on how to reconcile your Vendor Central account. We've struggled for a long time how to nail this down to capture all the crazy ins and outs and fees and stuff that Amazon Vendor Central charges, but we finally have figured it out, and so I'm happy to share this video with you. If you have any questions on this or any weird items that you're facing, drop it in the comments and we'll answer your question.
We're going to go over vendor direct sales and how to reconcile those sales in Xero. So currently what I'm on is the payments page of the Vendor Central. So the payment dashboard for Vendor Central. What I want to do is go down to the payments section and view details. I want to pull up all the historical transactions that Vendor Central has paid out. And as you'll notice, there's a lot of payment amounts of $0. We'll want all of that data as well because there are freight charges, reversals, co-ops, all different kinds of fees and different charges that Vendor Central takes and then pushes that against their provisionals. So what I want to do is I want to go over and change my date range to the month that I'm trying to close. So for this video, we're going to work through February. As you see, we have all of our payments throughout the month of February that came through. And then if I look in Xero, you'll also see these same amounts for the Amazon payments that came through. So we have $4,620, and that will match our $4,620 here. What I want to do is select all and export to a spreadsheet. In this spreadsheet is where we will configure how much to create invoices and bills for in Xero to match up to the payments that are received. As you can see, we have all of our payments that came through here in our 3 payments amounts. And then here are all of the invoices that they charged us for. We have returns, freight charges, more returns. Here's an invoice that they paid out. And as we come down, there's provisions and co-op fees and other charges. So to start, what I want to do is I want to change all of these to, in here, I'm going to want to change all of these to numbers. Currently, they're on general, and if I run a total, I'm not going to end up with any, I'm not going to end up with the data that I need. So we're going to take all of these amounts and convert to numbers. All right, and then the last one, I want to convert these to numbers as well because it's nice to have a total here. So to start, we're just going to total up, get our totals, so then we have our starting numbers to work with. I'm going to put on here, equals sum. And then we can drag this across. Perfect. I'm just going to resize some of this so that we can get it all on one screen. Okay. Now, what I want to do is take this report and I want to resort this report based on the description just for the invoices. So I'm going to go here and select all, and then I'm going to go to sort, custom sort, and I'm going to sort by description. Now, this changes the sort on it so that I have all the invoices through here. It will kind of mix up some of the provisions in there, but it will keep most of it all together. So I've got my co-ops together. I've got my returns together for each month, more provisions, all of my freight charges are together, and then the reversals. What we're going to do is now are going to go over to Xero and start making our bills and invoices for what these charges are. So in Xero, I'm going to go to Business, Bills to Pay. These are going to be large numbers, so there shouldn't be a concern. As long as our totals match, then everything should be okay. So we'll create a new bill. This is from Vendor Central. It's for the end of the month. And our due date as well for the end of the month. And I'm going to reference February Vendor Central. So our first description we can do is our discounts. Vendor Central pulls discounts each month that they take, and we are going to find that total down here. So if I scroll up, there's their term discounts taken, and you're going to notice that all of these discounts are only on invoices. So if I go down to the bottom, I have my total number for the vendor discounts. And then I'm going to book that against vendors discounts. And then for this client, we are categorizing by sales channel so that we can run separate reports for them. Next, we're going to do our co-op charges. And then if I go over here, I will go up to my co-ops. And then I want to make sure that I'm taking the amount paid, not the invoiced amount, because sometimes there can be remaining amounts, or if you notice that it's because there's multiple payments. So if you were to take this number, then you'd be overbooking. So you want to make sure you're taking the amounts paid number. So I'll go to co-ops, I'll highlight those, and I'll see that my sum is $19,887.23. You can also put this on the sides if that wherever you'd like on that report to help you out. Next, we're going to do our provisions. Now for the provisions, we want to pull the provisions for aged, and we want to pull the normal provisions, but we do not want the reversals. So I'm going to take this number, so 141,058, and I'm going to book that. 141,587. Now I can do my aged provisions. So if I go down to the bottom here, and grab my total for that, I have one. Sorry, that's the reversals. There we are. So I'm going to want to take this amount, and I have $29,382.23. And then last, we're going to want to do our returns. So we have February returns. Also, we want to make sure we're booking that against vendor direct. And we'll go back. And now, again, we only want our February returns because we will make another bill for January, so that's in the correct month. Our total is $15,402. Okay, and that gives us a total of $210,293.83. So what I like to do is keep that open before I move on. So I will duplicate this page and create another bill outside of the one that's there. So I'll go bills, new bill. Now this is going to be the same idea, but we're going to book for the January returns. So vendor central, and then this is January, so we're going to want to date this one for January. And then I'm going to label this as February vendor central prior month. We have January returns. And we can go here and total up our returns. $9,000. Last, we want to do our freight charges and this is for returns. So it's a fee that they take for returning items to you. So I will go here, and then as you see, it says in here which month it was for. So we're actually going to be making another bill for the return freight charges in December. Our total is $121.38. And then again, I'm going to duplicate this so that I can create another bill. This will be vendor central in 12/31/2019, since this was the freight charges for returns in December. This is February vendor central prior month. Go here and pull that total again. And our total is $16.32. Okay. Now this is where I want to go down to the bottom and start making some notes so that I can make sure that I'm keeping track and correct. So my first bill totaled at $210,293.83. We can double check that here. $210,293.83. Our next one is $9,612.38. And then our third bill was for $16.32. Now what we want is to pull the reversals, and we're going to create an invoice in Xero for these. So I will duplicate again, business invoices. Now this is where I'll also note that we have been keeping track of all of the invoices that we send to Amazon Vendor Central. We keep track of those already in Xero, so that we have the records of that and every time that we send it. And these are the invoices that we provide to them. So I will create a new invoice, and I will total up my reversals for the provisions, and that equals $119,212.02. This is February Vendor Central. Reversals. And that was 119,12.02. And this is going to that provisions receivables. Now, on here, we want to put our invoice, and that total is 100. For this, I'm going to put a negative amount because we should be clearing out and equaling 0. So 119.12.02. Now, invoices paid. So this is the invoices that Vendor Central is saying that they are paying us on. So we want to go up and find our invoices. And we want to take the total amount because we already configured the fees that are taken, so we don't want to double count those fees. And we want to collect all of those. And our sum is $228,200. $228,200. And then we want to sum for all of this. Now, our total that we get here should equal our total on the top. So I'm just going to copy that, bring it down to the bottom. I'm going to paste the value, and then I can see those equal, or if I'd like, I can take that plus that, and it should equal 0. So that tells me that I've cleared out everything that I need to in my Xero invoices, so I can go through here and now start approving the invoice and approve all 3 of my bills. And then I will close out of these as they're done. And then our last part is going to be going to the bank account and adding those 3 deposits that we received and clearing out all of the open invoices that we had. So to start, I'm going to go to the first one and I'm going to match. What I like to do here is clear out all of my invoices that were open. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these, and I'm going to resort these. And I'm going to resort them by column B. So now I have all of my invoice numbers here that I know that I need to clear out of Xero because Vendor Central has paid them. So I'm going to go through and 0428. And I know they cleared those 2. And then I can go back and know that they cleared 30, 31, 32, 33, all the way through. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 6, 7, 38, 39. Then I can go through 42, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they did not clear 0447 or 0448. And 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. All of the 50s. And then 60 and 61. Okay, so this is going to leave us with a big number that's out of balance. So I want to show all of my spent. I'm going to clear these spends. Now for the last one, because I'm going to have a difference, I will not. So I will clear that. And then the last part is this last vendor, the large vendor central. So I'm going to copy this because it will not recognize that. And then I'm going to split that amount. What happened? Okay. So what I'm going to do is not clear all of the invoices, because to clear all the invoices with this one amount does not work. So I took the last one, 0461, and know that on the next one I'll need to clear that. Now here I'm going to want to take this amount and split. And then that'll clear. It'll ask, some of these are dated after the date of the payment, and that is okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the next one. And I want to clear out that old one that I did not clear the first time. And then I'm going to clear out the remainder. Copy that amount. Pulls it all. And then as you can see, what's left is $1,340.04, and that's the amount of my last payment. Confirm, and then I will match with remainder. And I've now reconciled all the payments that I've received from Vendor Central. And if we go in and look at the 3 bills that we created, they are no longer in awaiting for payment. So there you have it. That's how you can go through the Vendor Central by month and reconcile what Vendor Central's fees and charges are with the amount that they actually paid you.